First of all, I want to welcome all of you guys. It's really nice to have you. I am grateful that you made it here on the call and that you're committed to be here and listen and that you want to actually change something about the way you are interacting with this world, right? Like we men, there's a lot of men out there who are not willing to look at themselves, right? To look in the mirror, to look at who they are, and you are here. That means you are a person, a man who is actually willing to change something about yourself. And I want to congratulate you to that because when I change something about myself, I change how I am relating with this world. And I am also changing what the world is going to bring towards me. Okay. So this is something I can change. This out there, I can't change until I change this. So when many of you came here because you probably saw me posting on Facebook about anger and about being upset in your relationship. And this is a topic where I want to start, first of all, sharing with you about myself and where I come from. Okay. These days, I am married. I am in a relationship with a really wonderful, wonderful woman. I love her to bits. I really absolutely adore her. We have a kid. We are in the process of getting a house. We recently moved to the United States. We have been through huge challenges. We're building a business together, and we are like this. We are really like this, okay? And our sex life is amazing. It's something that I really enjoy. It's something that she enjoys. It's a place where we really meet each other, where we really together, where we can feel connection, where we feel fun and enjoyment and appreciation for each other. And we're spending most weeks we spend every hour of the day together. Maybe sometimes she's out with the kid and I work, or vice versa. But most of the time we wake up together, we do some practices together, we have breakfast together, we work together, we play together, we go out, have some dates, have some fun, and be parents together. Okay. And here's the thing, this was not always like this. Okay. Today I woke up, I had this wonderful realization as I was sitting with my family at the breakfast table, how freaking grateful I am for what I have created, because it was not always like this. Okay. Here is how it used to be. Okay. Here's another day in my life with the same person. I wake up, the kid is crying. I'm taking care of the kid. We sort of have agreed that I take the kid in the morning because she's taking the kid at night. I'm downstairs. She eventually wakes up, comes down, doesn't even greet me. I make breakfast. We get into arguments. We fight. It is a nightmare. Seriously, it's a nightmare. And we would do this day in, day out. It would be a schlep, really hard. It would be a hard life. And I would find myself on that day wondering, how did I get here? Right? Because when I met this woman, I was in love with her. We started our honeymoon phase, right? Every couple meets each other, fall in love, get into this period of time where everything seems amazing, right? You kind of like love yourself, love each other, you have a good time with each other, and eventually we fall out of this. And this is what that day was like. This is what that day was like when I realized, oh my God, I have fallen out of that honeymoon phase. I don't love her anymore. I don't want to have I don't want to have sex with her. Like, I want to have sex, but not with her. I felt terrible about her. I felt she was unattractive all of a sudden to me, which didn't make any sense because it's not a different person. But I just didn't feel attracted to her at all anymore. It was like all of a sudden, the same person appeared ugly to me. Totally crazy. And it went further and further down from here. It was terrible. Okay. We would fight so much, and I would be constantly on edge. I would feel like I would be I would be carrying the whole weight of the whole family on my shoulders. She would listen to me. She would, it would feel highly disrespectful how she would talk to me. I would feel like I'm somewhat just absolutely unloved, unappreciated. In our arguments, she would provoke me, and I would be always about to blow up. Okay. And I hated that. Constantly feeling like I'm about to blow up. I'm about to lose my shit. And it happened, right? It happens frequently. Eventually, it happens so much. I was already like every day, I was like in the morning, don't again lose your shit this today. Can I just not lose my shit today? Because I would do stupid stuff. I would smash furniture. I would hurt myself. I would punch walls. I would shout at my wife. I would shout at my kid. It was terrible. I would hate it, and I would hate myself for it because it was so unpredictable also. I would feel like I don't know myself. I can't trust myself because I would never know when that ticking time bomb would go off, right? Is that something you relate to? Yeah. Probably a lot of you are here because you followed the call that this is a way that you don't want to live your life. That you don't want to live your life like this. This is not normal. And here's the thing. I also want to think back to where I have been before this relationship. Okay. Like I'm someone I have very early on, I've been a very creative person and very ambitious. Okay. And I eventually like left my hometown in Germany to learn from photographers and moved to Paris. And I lived 3 years in Paris, and then I moved to London and lived 6 years there. And I worked with people there for top in the top fashion world for fashion photographers. And I worked with people like Kate Moss and Naomi Campbell and Nicole Kidman and many more of that caliber kind of celebrities. And we would photograph them, and I would be sort of at the top of my game. Okay. I would be like, I would think I have made it, right? But here's the thing, it was amazing. Like the energy was like on every day, high energy, really focused work. I felt like I was driving towards success every day. Amazing. But here's the thing, I came home every night and I was what? Left with myself alone, struggling with addiction. I would drink, I would smoke, I would um, do other stuff. No, because I was so unhappy. Okay. I had a relationship back then, but what would that relationship be like? I would be with her, then I would break up with her because I would freaking lose it all the time with her. And I would constantly be disappointed and I would be constantly unhappy. And then I would be alone again. And then what? I go back to her. Hey, give me another chance, please. I need to get this under control. Bad me, bad me, bad me, right? That like that. She would take me back. That would last 2 weeks. And again, I would break up again because I would lose it with her. And that would be how I have relationship. Okay. On, off, on, off. And also with my wife back then, I would be disconnected and then finding back together. Maybe sleeping in another room, but eventually we would find back together after a week. But it would just, every relationship would crumble after my inability to really be connected, be intimate, be not this person who's constantly so challenged by my high energy and my high feelings, right? These really challenging emotions where we always feel unloved, always feel unappreciated. And I would also not appreciate myself, right? This is the thing. It's like, I want that from her, but ultimately I would also not appreciate myself. I would hate myself. And in this failing marriage, okay, this is like when you're married, it's even worse because you can't break up anymore, because I would feel so guilty for my kid, right? And I would feel like I'm just boxed in. I would be tied into this nightmare, right? And ultimately, like, I would like try to flex my muscle. And here's the thing, we men learn how to flex our muscles. Okay. We go to the gym and we try to become strong men. And we do the same in our relationships. We try to be strong, right? This is how we think that we solve this, by becoming stronger, by becoming richer. Okay. If I don't have this financial burden on me, this heavy load that I'm carrying, then when that happens, then I will be free. Then I will be better in my relationship. And here's the thing, most of you who are doing this, you are chasing after a goal, thinking you will be a better man once you have done this. And I tell you, what it leads to is you are exhausted. Right? When your partner asks you, when my partner asked me at that time, hey, can you do this? Oh, or birthdays. I would look towards her birthday and I'd be like, oh my God, again, birthday, I have to do something. I'm so exhausted. I'm so terrified to pay for anything. Like, I don't want to save my money. I want to hold it together because I'm terrified, right? I'm exhausted. Like this building muscle approach, this being the big shot guy, right? Who's gonna be on top of her. I gotta dominate her. I gotta be stronger than her all the time because otherwise, I have she would not respect me. This is like flexing a muscle. It's like holding a heavy bag without ever getting a break. Eventually, what will happen is you will suffer fatigue. Yeah, and that's what happened. I would be fatigued. I would be exhausted. I would be burned out. I would be depressed. I wanted to isolate every day. I wanted to just be away from everybody, be by myself. Why? Because I felt like I needed to get into an emotional gas station where I can put some fuel inside of me again, because I was so wrung out like a dry towel. There was nothing in me. Okay. And then we do that and we try to push harder. And what happens? We get so disappointed. Yeah. We get disappointed with life. We get disappointed with our wives. We get disappointed with our sex life. And we get resentful. We get hopeless. We think this world that we are born into is a freaking jail. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Because I was failing in life. I was failing in my relationship, right? I was seeing other men and they would build bigger muscles than me, right? Whether that's the financial muscle or the body muscle or the power muscle, doesn't matter. Yeah. That everyone was stronger than me and I would never be enough, right? Does that sound resonant? Does that sound familiar? Now, building that muscle, okay? We build that muscle and we still feel disrespected. We still feel unappreciated. Yeah. We still feel not enough, uncared for, and used, right? Now, and then we are in our relationships, and what happens when we are so exhausted? We get so easily triggered. Like all that strength we are building, trying to push ourselves on top, we all of a sudden, what happens is we are fragile. I was so fragile. Like someone would say something to me like a criticism, I couldn't listen to that. Like I couldn't receive criticism. It wasn't possible. Like I would immediately be defensive, right? With her, with friends, with anyone. What would happen as a result of that is I didn't have friends anymore. I had drinking buddies, but not friends, not people who wanted to spend time with me, who loved me. I didn't love myself either, right? So we get so easily triggered. And then what happens is we have endless arguments, right? We have anger outbursts all the time. We are running away from our relationships. We are lonely and we are in massive amounts of frustration. Okay. That's the reality we're building there. Yeah. This like building this like superhero that will eventually solve everything attitude. That's where that's going to lead us. It's a vicious cycle. Okay. Now it's, I hope, I hope we're on the same page here, that there's something wrong with that approach. It's not quite working. Okay. And here's the thing, right? For me, this really led me to a place where eventually I was suicidal and I wanted to kill myself. Every day I was thinking about killing myself because I was so done. Okay. I'm sure there's many of you out there that feel that way. Now, I feel lucky because I got so close to that edge that eventually I realized this is not who I want to be. This is not who I want to be. Okay? I want to, and I don't even want to master being this super dude, super muscle. I don't want to master that because in order to do that, I'm constantly enslaved. Even if my woman would start to respect me because I'm so strong, what a life is that where I am, all I do is make my muscles bigger, make that financial power bigger, make that control bigger in order to be on top of the game, right? It wouldn't work. It doesn't work. Eventually the body gives in. Eventually the mind gives in. And it wasn't working. Okay. So for me, there was something that happened. I had an insight. I had a wake up in that moment that this person that I was being is ready to go. And I want to invite you that you come to the same conclusion. Okay. And I want to share with you about a workshop that I created out of the insights that I have gained in that moment. Because what I realized was that all I was trying to do was make my woman do things she didn't want to do. Even if I thought I had the right way, had the right vision, she wasn't coming with me. She wasn't willing to go and do what I wanted her to do. My anger was there because I was so frustrated. Okay. And for this reason, I created a workshop that I called the Emergency Kit for Men. Okay. In this Emergency Kit for Men, it's a 3-hour workshop. It's short, okay? But it's gonna equip you with some really essential tools to learn what your anger is about, to understand this energy. Okay, anger is an energy. Yeah, if you go out there, you go in the dude world, most of the dudes out there will tell you, yeah, it's an energy, pump it in the gym. Yeah, but you know what? If you're frustrated and you're angry and you go pump it in the gym, what you will not do is you will not understand how this anger got triggered, how this anger started to burst out of you. What led to that? Yeah, you will not understand how to solve the conflict with your partner. Because now what you have done is you've built a habit of every time you're frustrated, every time you're angry in a conversation, you're going to the gym. Now, guess what? Guess how that's gonna land if you want to build a business. If you are in the business and you're talking with your colleagues, if you're talking with your boss, if you're talking with someone that you want to create something with, and every time you're angry, you're going to the gym and you have no capacity and no understanding how to overcome your anger and convert it into what? Into understanding what you really need, how this energy wants to move, right? I want to ask you this. Who wins the fight? Someone who is big and bulky and can lift a ton of stuff, or someone who is practiced and a master of Aikido, which is an energy practice, which is a way in which you use energy that's coming from the outside and you guide it, you lead it. That's leadership. Dominance, being on top of everyone, isn't leadership. Being able to guide people is leadership. Okay? Now in this energy, in this emergency kit, you're gonna learn how to decrypt, to understand your anger, how to go in there and deal with frustration, right? Like I know that there has been some pain that you're sitting with. Probably your partner has been hurting you. They might have even cheated on you, or they have smashed something that you really care about. Okay? Now, yeah, you can run from that relationship. You can look for a different woman. But most of the people that I work with, and I've been working in this field of coaching men and coaching couples for almost 10 years now, most of these people that I see running away from their relationship, they end up in new relationships where they're facing the same problems. Because for some reason, they always picking people that what? That bring the same patterns to them. Now, there is something in these patterns that is yours. That's why you always end up in the same situations. You end up with the same frustrations or with the same anger outbursts. And that will happen no matter how long you run away from it until you learn how to guide that energy, how to move that energy in a better way. Because right now, you're moving the energy, but you're moving it through anger. You're moving it through frustration. You're moving it through upset. Okay. And in this workshop, I want to teach you how to move it effectively and effortlessly in a way that it doesn't exhaust you, that it doesn't drain you. When you do that, guess what you can do with that energy? It's left for you to use. You can be creative with it. You can create stuff with it. Think about that saying where people say behind every successful man sits a powerful, collaborative woman. It's not about the woman. It's about the relationship the two are having. Because when there's always fighting, when there's always mistrust, it's wasting all your energy on that. And your success you will wait for it forever until you solve these problems. until you understand how to work with it better. Okay? Now, this is what I want to teach you. I want to teach you how to work with the anger, how to understand it. That's one. And then another part that I want to teach you is, how do you work with the frustration of your partner? How do you work with a woman who doesn't want to collaborate with you? Yeah? Many of you will blame their partner for everything. And I tell you, 99%, she might be 99% at fault. But still, there is a way in which you can change that. There's a way in which you can turn someone who's absolutely against you, who seems to be a heavy rock, a burden, and you can turn them into something that starts to work with you. And you might, right now, if you think about your partner, you might not think that way. Okay, you might not think that way, but that's possible. But I tell you, it's possible. Okay, a woman who feels unmet, unheard, unlistened to, she will be the heaviest rock you will ever carry. And that's a skill set you can learn. Okay, and this is a skill set that I teach you in this workshop, is how do you solve any conflict with a woman? Any conflict. With her, but also with yourself. Okay? And I teach you that in a short 3-hour workshop. And you're going to walk away with some potent tools that you can use in your everyday life, not just with your wife, but also with your kids, and also with your boss, and also with your colleagues. Okay? This is not about having a trick to be more confident. No, this workshop, what it does is it converts you, it transforms you into a decent human being, into a decent man who is confident at the core. Okay? No more pickup artistry. No more, I am trying to impress her. No, this workshop puts you back into your body, puts you back into your own solidity. You don't need to care about whether she will appreciate anymore, because you are attractive when you do this kind of work. Okay? You're solid. I'm not here and I have like practiced this speech. This speech right now is free flowing out of me. Okay? That's what I want to teach you. How you can master flow, how you can master this energy, put this energy into flow. Okay? Now, I promise you, this workshop will teach you how to overcome conflict with your partner fast. Okay? And build deep confidence in yourself. Now, I know this is something that many of you out there, you are in financial difficulties, and I really get this, okay? Usually, this workshop, okay, costs $1,200, okay, $1,200. But I've created this workshop with you in mind, okay? I have people from Africa, people from Italy, I have people from United States, from Germany, from all over. And there's many of them who just simply can't afford that kind of price. And it's important to me that these kind of tools and this kind of understanding of how to create a happy relationship and a happy being inside of myself that isn't troubled with anger all the time, I want those tools to be available for everybody. Okay. So this workshop is going to be $99. Okay. $99. This is $99 and you transform your whole relationship. Okay. And today, because you are here, I have a special deal and I give you another 10% off. Okay. That is if you sign up until Sunday. Okay. If you sign up until Sunday, this workshop is only $89. I have now sent you an email with a link to the website. There's a website. You can read everything again, basically what I said, the key points. Okay. And then you can sign up below. The workshop itself is put into 4 segments. You can watch them in your own pace whenever you want. You can rewatch them as often as you want. You can even watch them with your partner when you're done with it and actually have them understand what you are doing, what you're trying to do. That might be helpful. But in the beginning, this workshop works completely by yourself. Your partner can be, they can be an alcoholic, they can be a workaholic, they can be an absolute ass, and you will be able to work with this by yourself, even if they completely ignore you. This workshop works just through you working it. Okay. You get to do it in your own pace and time. Okay. And you get to watch it as often as you want. Yeah. And all that, you're going to sign up on the website, and then you have access to the workshop. And I'm here to support you in the work. And I really want you to have this. Okay. Now, if you have any questions, you can ask me now. And if any of you are watching the recording, you are welcome to send me any questions that you are having.
You said until Sunday, right?
Yes, Sunday. This is Pacific time. And the website itself has a countdown on it where you can see until when the promotion code still works. Okay, so you can still buy the workshop later, but the promotion code where you get another $10 discount works until Sunday.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you for your time. And I'm really soaking all this in. I've never really even thought about this this outlet or this even being available for men out here. And I appreciate your work. I appreciate all your dedication that you do. And I'm gonna fully take advantage of this. And right now I'm in California. I
Nice.
talked to you during the week. I live in Nevada. I'm actually at a water park right now with the kids. That's why you can't really see me. There's a lot of chaotic things going around me right now, but I just want
Amazing.
to appreciate you. I want to let you know that I appreciate your work, and I'm excited. I'm excited for this new chapter of my life, and
Awesome.
I can't wait to get started. I appreciate you.
That's amazing. Yeah. Are you in Nevada City?
No, I'm in California. I'm in Riverside area. Yeah,
Riverside area. Is that up
yeah,
where Yuba City and Grass Valley, that area?
yeah. Kind of. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's awesome. I will be there in a couple of weeks.
Okay. Oh man.
I'm
I
moving up there. Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. I think you will love this workshop, and I encourage you to lean into it like this work. I've been doing this work myself as a practitioner for now more than 10 years. And I've been starting to teach it now since
wow.
a little bit more than 5 years. And I tell you, it transformed my whole life. Okay.
You have this calm and aura around you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be that way, this be so aggressive and don't let nobody see you weak or always be the first one to punch and
Yeah.
I'm just so tired of that. Like you said right now a little while ago, I'm exhausted, man. I'm tired of being tired and I can't wait. I'm just very anxious to get this started.
Good. Good.
Appreciate
Fantastic.
you.
I
All
appreciate
right, man.
you too.
So
Proud
I'll
of,
go ahead and I'll
proud of
check
you.
up on the email.
I
Thank you.
will send that email right now, and you can sign up there. And please stay connected and reach out if you have questions.
Okay, appreciate you, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to the kids.
Awesome. Have a
Okay.
great day.
Thank you. God bless. Appreciate you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I'll see you hopefully inside the workshop.